Everyone. So this is going to be a very general vlog. So one thing that is very nice and very easy to look at is a day. All of our days, one day. All of us are human beings. We all live in days. We wake up in a day. We sleep at the end of the day. So one thing that is a very clear thing when you look at this question, whether, well, out of all of us, 7 billion of us, whether we have a kind of process or not, whether we have tools or not, whether we, no matter who we are in any situation, are we doing our best in everything? Are we doing and reaching for the best that we know already exists, that we can already do? If you're a Christian, are you being what you know is the best within that? What I'm seeing is we are all failing. Average people I see doing their jobs, doing their work, how many of them do a half-assed job? How many of them are not doing their best in their work and having, let's say, the best attitude and doing it the best, pushing for more, doing it better, even in their situation, no matter if they have a bad boss or whatever, to always push for the best work, the best outcome. If you wake up in the morning to do what is best for your body, eat the best breakfast, do the best exercise, stretches, movements, whatever is best. We are all failing within that because if we're really pushing for that point, you would have that question of even what is the best? How can I become better? What is even better? What is even more? And a person who's really questioning that point will reach to that point of the one answer. What is best for all? So even if you're a Christian or Muslim or no matter where you are, it doesn't matter whether your parents were good or bad, it doesn't matter anything, because within your situation, you know within yourself that you know that you could be doing better and best, but we're failing at that. We're not doing it. And so you can ask yourself, and you can see within yourself whether you're actually doing that. And you start to realize how us 7 billion people, how we're all failing at that. And you realize our predicament that we are in. The extent and severity of the compromise and abuse and the responsibility. That we are responsible 100% for everything that's going on, because every single person is not doing their best. They are failing. They are responsible. They are accountable. So the same thing that I see within so many people's words, within so many people's actions, it's very clear that no one is doing their best. And they have forgotten that point. They've forgotten how to do what is best, to remember that when they wake up in the morning, that when they do their job, that when they speak to someone, they have to do their best. But they are not. They're failing. And then when you have a group that collectively accepts their compromise, accepts what's less than what is best, and it becomes a group of compromise, a group of enabling each other. It's almost like, I know this TV show, there's one episode where the characters, everyone, or the person is stuck within this dreamland of, where he's like a hero in the story, is fighting some villain, right? That's the main story. And in one episode, he gets tricked into this dream world where there's no more fighting, there's no more conflict, and he can be with his friends, and everything can be good and happy and easy, and it's over. There's no more war, there's no more fighting. He doesn't have to worry about that. It's like that, where we can be in a very pleasant space, very happy space, very kind and nice, but that is a dream, that is a fantasy, that is actually enabling us from actually living here, living what's real, actually doing what needs to be done. So that is what I'm seeing. It's what we tend to do as people. It's what we do in relationships with couples. We find that happy, safe space, but within that, we're not growing, we're not living, we're not changing. We're not interested in what's best. We're not interested in actually pushing. We're not interested in actually what is needed, the expectations, the challenges, the points of you could be doing better, you can be doing more. And it's not like being in that world or being in that fantasy or being in that situation, that group where everything is happy and kind and nice. There's no way that can ever lead to growth, the growth that is needed. Yes, there may be times of that, but all the time, and no mention of what is needed to push for what is best, to push for what is more. Life is built a certain way. The path of life, what's needed, it's a very physical process. And it's very actionable, and you can see it and know it. And it's important, for example, to remind yourself of starvation, of rape, of murder, of enslavement. There are children right now being taken, being enslaved, being abused sexually, being tortured physically. That is what you're going to need to be fighting to stop. That is why you need to do your best for that child. That is the reality. That's the level of commitment you need. And you know whether you're doing what's best. And I can see that as well. Because when you're doing it, when you're living it, when you have that point within yourself, you see clearly in the physical how people do the work, the physical work, the woodwork, the cleaning work, and then of course when you speak, it's just another kind of work. Whether what's spoken is what is best. It's very clear. And I know the level of demons, I know the level of possession that we go into. But just realize, if there's any kind of saving grace or hope, is that life never depends on just you. On you as one person. It's all of us. All 7 billion of us. We're all responsible. So there will be those. There will be children right now who are being born, who have the innocence, who have the purity, and who hold on to it. and remember and know what is real. Remember integrity, remember honesty, remember doing what is best. And they will be able to stand up. They will be able to walk and be the leaders. There will always be those who will stand up and be ready. So don't worry about whether you cannot. Just focus on whether you will, for yourself only. It's only about you taking responsibility for this world. Don't worry about the world being saved, but you taking your responsibility. Have that integrity and pride. Okay. Thank you for listening.